Hackers are accessing sensitive health data more than ever, and it could impact you.
Are healthcare providers doing enough to protect your personal information?
A wave of cybercrime is hitting U.S. hospitals. That from the FBI and 2 other federal agencies.
Cybercrime is one of the biggest headaches for corporate America, and today a powerful and very large ransomware group has been identified.
Welcome back to our channel. I'm your host, and this is The Crime Files, where we bring you captivating crime stories of all time. Today, we delve into the world of digital crime, one of the most lucrative crimes, some would argue. But why do we find the healthcare industry being their primary target? And how much money have they extorted from our healthcare units? The figures might shock you. So, what exactly is ransomware? Think of it as a digital kidnapper that infiltrates your computer or system, seizes control of your files, and locks them away using encryption. Just like a classic movie plot, the victim, you, is left with a tough decision: pay up or lose access to those files forever. In recent years, the healthcare industry has been in the crosshairs of cybercriminals. The staggering numbers tell the story. A whopping $10.1 million. That's the average cost of a healthcare breach in the US, and it's been on the rise, increasing by over 41% in the past 2 years alone. But why is the healthcare industry a prime target for these cyber attacks? Well, it's simple. Healthcare providers store massive amounts of protected health information and need uninterrupted access to their systems to care for their patients. Threat actors are well aware of this vulnerability, so they're zeroing in on hospitals and medical facilities. It's a dire situation that requires immediate attention, and that's exactly what we're here to do today. Let's look into some of the hospital industry's most costly and damaging ransomware attacks. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update from our channel. Our journey begins with the story of Shields Healthcare Group, a medical imaging service provider in Massachusetts. In May 2022, a ruthless cybercriminal infiltrated their IT systems, stealing over 2 million patients' personal information. Names, addresses, social security numbers, and even medical histories were snatched away in a digital heist. Can you imagine the impact on those 2 million patients? And to make matters worse, a class action lawsuit followed soon after. It's a reminder that the consequences of these attacks are far-reaching and can affect countless lives. From the vast Midwest, we move to the advocate Aurora Health, a healthcare giant with 26 hospitals. They fell prey to a different adversary, a tracking pixel. Yes, that innocent-looking piece of code turned into a virtual spy, exposing the data of 3 million patients. Advocate Aurora Health used a website tracking device called Metapixel to improve their user experience on their patient portals. However, this backfired when patient data was exposed due to improper use of the tool. The hospital ended up paying millions to the attackers. In 2018, hackers breached the walls of the American Medical Collection Agency, a service provider for healthcare giants like Quest Diagnostics and LabCorp. Patient data, social security numbers, addresses, medical histories, and other sensitive information were breached. The aftermath was dire as AMCA's biggest clients abandoned ship. The company faced a risk of bankruptcy. In December 2020, the verdict was in. AMCA was ordered to pay $21 million in injunctive damages, a digital reckoning that echoed across the industry. After the attack, the company learned its lesson and migrated its online payment portal to a different third-party vendor. Anthem Inc., one of the largest health insurers in the US, was hit by a massive cyber attack that exposed the data of over 78.8 million members. The attackers used a spear phishing attack to gain unauthorized access to sensitive member information. As part of the agreement to end the case, Anthem had to pay $115 million. The United States District Judge who approved the settlement said that as part of the agreement, Anthem was also required to make significant changes to its data security systems and policies, and roughly treble the amount of money it allocates to cybersecurity. It is considered one of the most costly ransomware attacks faced by hospitals. We don't know what the company could have done with the $150 million if it had a stronger security system. Now onto Trinity Health. In 2020, they became collateral damage in the Blackbaud ransom attack. Hackers targeted Blackbaud's cloud-based software, wreaking havoc on hundreds of organizations worldwide, including over 24 healthcare entities. The cybercriminals breached the vaults, snatching over 10 million records. Blackbaud managed to halt the encryption, but not before sensitive data was copied. To make matters worse, the hackers demanded in the form of Bitcoin. This is a common practice that hackers use nowadays. In 2016, the heart of healthcare, Banner Health, faced a hidden threat: malware. Infected payment processing systems became gateways, leading hackers to patient data servers. The breach remained hidden for a month, and in its wake, 3.6 million individuals found their personal information exposed. Fast forward to 2015, when medical informatics engineering became an unwilling protagonist in an SQL injection drama. Cyber thieves infiltrated through guest credentials, orchestrating a cyber symphony that exfiltrated data from their web app. Weeks later, a different melody played, with the web shell malware exploiting vulnerabilities. Who knew a seemingly harmless web app could cost the company so much? Coming next is Advocate Medical Group, which faced a triple whammy in 2013. Advocate Medical Association, AMG, a physicians association comprising more than 1,000 individual doctors, disclosed 3 different data breaches between July and November of 2013. The first break-in occurred in Park Ridge, Illinois, and included the theft of 4 desktop PCs from a managerial office. The computers had the medical histories of close to 4 million different individuals. The second security incident included an unauthorized third party that broke into the network of the billing services provider for AMG. As a result, the medical information of more than 2,000 patients may have been exposed. Last but not least, a laptop computer was not protected and contained the medical data of over 2,230 patients was taken from the vehicle of an AMG employee. UCLA Health fell victim to a cyber attack that exposed the data of 4.5 million patients. The attackers gained access through a phishing email. The unfortunate incident cost the company over $7.5 million. UCLA Health has agreed to modify its cybersecurity practices in response to a class action complaint. In addition to working with the FBI, the company hired computer forensics specialists to keep its network secure. Part of these efforts was trying to spot emerging dangers and potential weak spots. Additionally, the company had digital forensics specialists on staff. Lastly, Community Health Systems, one of the largest hospital chains in the U.S., faced a cyber attack that exposed the data of 4.5 million patients. The attackers, originating from China, used sophisticated malware to infiltrate the systems and compromise sensitive data. It's a classic case of cyber warfare, with attackers employing highly advanced techniques to breach the defenses of a primary healthcare provider. And the consequences? Millions of individuals had their personal information exposed. Now that we know how big these attacks can be, you might be wondering why these attacks have gotten so severe over time. Well, the first ransomware attack emerged in the early. Now, it wasn't exactly a masterpiece of cybercrime. It had its fair share of flaws. But little did anyone know, this was the beginning of something much bigger. Back then, the ransomware developers were crafting their own encryption codes. Fast forward to today, and the game has changed dramatically. Those modern attackers? They're smart, using pre-made encryption libraries that are a real headache to crack, and they've traded in their old-school phishing emails for something fancier: spear phishing campaigns. No more email blasts that get caught in spam filters. These campaigns are like targeted missiles, aiming straight for unsuspecting victims. Some hackers have even cooked up toolkits that even the less tech-savvy can wield. You heard that right. Cybercrime for the masses. And then there's the big leagues, the cybercriminal VIPs. They're selling ransomware as a service programs. Names like CryptoWall, CryptoLocker, Locky, and TeslaCrypt have become infamous. CryptoWall alone has pulled in over $320 million. That's some seriously lucrative hacking. And that's all for today. But the cybercrime industry is far deeper than this. What do you think of this industry? Let us know in the comments below. Check out our other videos for more shocking crime stories, and subscribe to our channel for more updates.